What's going down, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Just want to hit you guys with the real. And the real right now apparently has to do with Bitcoin, because when people see me, that's the first thing they say is, "Oh, I should have listened to you 3 years ago when you first started talking about Bitcoin." I mean, everybody that knows me, that's how they reference me. They're like, "Oh, I should have listened to you a long time ago when you first started talking about Bitcoin." So apparently the real is, when somebody really has something worth saying, nobody's really interested in listening. And then, of course, hindsight is always 20/20, because that's when you have the best perspective and vision. And all of a sudden, you become an open mind genius. But to be sort of forward thinking, or even to look ahead and make some plans, that's a good idea. That's what at least I try to do for myself. So, told you guys on Facebook about the fact that I'm working on this all-in strategy to increase my mining power for Monero. Monero's up and coming. It has a bright future in the security realm for cryptocurrency. So I did a transaction for 0.20 Bitcoin into Monero, which equaled 4,200 in hash power, and payment is so I hit the wrong button. Payment is complete. Now, in the next 3 days, what I'm waiting on is my results, because I really like to share my results with you guys. So the next 3 days will give me average, 3 to 4 days of payment, so I can see on average what I'm going to receive for the 4,200 hash power that I paid for. I already had some, so I'm a little bit above 4,200. I might be at 4,600 hash power. So I want to get about 3 or 4 days worth of payments so that I can figure out what my average return is going to be. And then, of course, I'll share those results with you guys, because that's the one thing I keep saying a million times, that if you want to build a passive income, do it through mining. And then if you want to freaking mine without liability, do it through cloud mining. Then if you want to replace your income at work, keep adding to your mining contract or add to your hash power until you reach the salary that you want to get to. I'm at $40 a day right now. I'm working on $400 a day, and I probably won't stop till I get to $4,000 a day. So you can do anything you want. You just have to be consistent. You have to be aggressive, and you have to want change. You have to be in the right mindset. And that's the problem that people are not in. Even when people come to me about Bitcoin, they say, "Oh, I should have listened to you 3 years ago." And then they say, "Well, I did buy some Bitcoin when it was at 10,000. Fuck, buy Bitcoin every fucking payday. Why do you buy it one time? Get your head out your ass. Realize that Bitcoin is divisible by 8 decimal points. It is fungible, and any amount of money divides into Bitcoin. So fucking buy it every payday. Buy it every time you have free money. Stop coming to me with the fucking, "Oh, I bought it when it was at 10,000. Well, continue to buy it and continuously position yourself within dollar cost averaging so that you fare better over the long haul. Buy Bitcoin like I do on a consistent basis every payday. The $500 that I convert every fucking payday converts to about $600 in the course of the 2 weeks. So if you want to change your life, implement the 3-step process that I have done for myself within Bitcoin. Dollar cost averaging, converting on a consistent basis whenever you get paid or whenever you have extra money. And it doesn't matter the fucking amount. I'm sick of people talking to me about that. Get your head out your ass. Convert $100 if that's all you can afford. Convert $1,000 if you can afford that. But consistently convert paper money, which is a negative, dying liability, a depreciating situation, get out of paper and convert to Bitcoin, which is actually going up in value, and do it consistently whenever you can afford and with whatever you can afford, so that you consistently earn accruals on the amount of paper that you convert into Bitcoin. That is a life-saving situation, and that's what I do for myself. That's only step one of the 3-step Bitcoin process. Step 2 is to mine Bitcoin. Now, if you want to have the loud equipment in your house, have at it. There's some advantages over hardware mining, but what I do is I lease mine through cloud and hardware. So there are hardware mining companies out there that do it for you, and they are cost effective. And there also is cloud mining companies that lease you power or the ability to mine with less liability. So I do both. I have Swissquote Global Cloud Mining. I have Avalon Life and Galaxy, which is freaking hardware mining. So do both. And do it consistently where you're always adding new contracts so that you're always adding to your daily pay. Cloud mine, hardware mine, daily pay, $40 a day right now, working on more. So that's step 2. Step 3 is to position yourself in a Bitcoin investment banking system. Learn how to master leveraging. Everything I do is done through leveraging. Rarely does stuff come out of my pocket. I use one investment to pay for the next investment. I roll the money from this into that. And I'm the master at doing that because I don't put a God status on paper, number one. Number 2, I realize that it's the smartest thing for me to do financially. So I concentrate on moving paper because it's the movement of paper and how frequently that paper moves that actually creates your personal economy or success within your personal economy. So I'm constantly moving paper, and I'm not focused on hoarding or giving paper any extra value that all these other people give it, because it has no God status. It's just a tool used to accomplish bigger and better goals. So all I can do is tell you what I'm doing for myself, and then if you're smart enough to listen, go right ahead. I got people asking me to delete people from my 5,000 friends list. If you're really interested in what I have to say, all you have to do is click the follow button on my Facebook page. Whenever I go to somebody's page who's maxed out in friends, I follow them, especially if they have something that I want, or if they are a person of a higher stature that have accomplished some things. You know, there's some business people that I follow. There's some people that are quote unquote celebrity status. So anytime I follow someone, or anytime I go to someone's page and they're maxed out, I click the follow button. So instead of asking them to delete, just follow if you're really interested in what they have to say. So that's that. You got the 3-step process to winning in Bitcoin. And if you do all 3 and you do it consistently, you're going to win. Now, step 3, the Bitcoin investment banking system, simply just means that you give your Bitcoin to a company who multiplies that Bitcoin and gives it back to you. So those are the 3 things that I do. And I'm winning because I'm constantly increasing my positions and moving up. So the goal is to help you guys move up too. The goal is to empower the very few people who listen to me and get you guys to the point where you're also winning. But in order for that to happen, you have to take action. You have to make some personal decisions. You have to change your mindset. You have to get in a different flow. And you have to be consistent. You have to be determined. Okay? All of those things put together is a big old giant success pie. That's the recipe. And what it's going to do is put you in the movement of money during this wealth transfer. Money doesn't die per se. What happens is the money that you're used to loses value, and the wealth transfers to another item. But if you're not positioned in the item that the wealth is being transferred to, you're going to lose. So people don't see the side of paper that's devaluing, and they're ignorant and deny it like it's not being devalued. They don't see the de-dollarization that happens throughout the world, and don't understand the urgency that's in positioning yourself in a different form of money or currency. And then the last part is that people aren't really aggressive about accomplishing their goals. A lot of people talk about things but never implement the things it takes to create what they talk about. So that's what I mean by you have to change your mindset and get into a different flow. And the most important thing I would say is consistency. Once you implement an action, don't get lazy. Laziness is embedded into the American culture. Everyone has their hand out, they're fucking greedy, and they just want somebody to wipe their butt. You have to be aggressive enough to wipe your own butt and stop putting your hand out. Grind for what you want. And you know what I'm saying? That's not very prevalent within American culture. So only thing I can do is lead you guys to the water. All I can do is encourage you to do what I've done. And I'm kind enough to share the tactics that I'm using, hoping that somebody can be blessed and some people can change their life. Because abundance and abundance mindset is about giving. It's not about hoarding or being aggressive when it comes to greed. It's really about opening your heart, giving, and caring about your fellow man. So I freely give you guys the strategies and the tactics that I'm using, and I show you my results. And the overall idea is to help someone else so that I'm not the only one winning.